What's up guys, Gary here. In today's video we're going to talk about the continuing collapse of Ubisoft as it just announced their full fiscal year earnings. Spoiler alert, it's terrible. But before we get started, make sure to hit that like button. If you enjoyed the video, maybe consider subscribing as well. Let's get into it. Alright, let's talk cash. Ubisoft's fiscal year, which ended March 31st, 2025, wasn't pretty. Their net bookings, basically the money they made from games and services, dropped to 1.85 billion euros. A 20.5% slide from last year's 2.32 billion euros. Revenue also took a hit, falling 17.5% to 1.90 billion euros. The real kicker, Ubisoft posted an operating loss of 82.6 million euros compared to a profit of 401.5 million euros the year before. And if that wasn't enough, they reported a net loss of 159 million euros or about $177.9 million. It's a bloodbath. This sent Ubisoft stock plummeting 20% on May 15th. And get this, their share price has tanked 60% over the past year. Investors are clearly not thrilled, but it's not all doom and gloom. Ubisoft managed to keep its free cash flow positive thanks to some serious cost cutting. They've already slashed over 2,000 jobs globally and wrapped up their initial cost saving program ahead of schedule. Now they're going for another 100 million euros in savings over the next 2 years. Tough moves, but they're trying to tighten the ship. The company in its current form is absolutely fucked. Now let's talk games. The star of the show, Assassin's Creed Shadows, still don't know how many copies the game sold. We keep hearing vague headlines like it's the best-selling game in March, or instead of reporting sales, outlets would write articles like it's now up to 3 million players instead of actually reporting sales numbers. Even if the game didn't have good sales numbers, which I doubt it did, AC games now are more focused on getting you into their stupid microtransaction store. I bought the game and put like 35 to 40 hours into it. It just felt like a bloated mobile game. It felt like the entire game was made to push me into their stupid store to buy cosmetics. They even had an option to buy a $10 map unlock feature to reveal everything on the map instead of actually playing the game and finding the stuff on my own. These assholes have the nerve to put these type of microtransactions in a $7 single player game. I'm sorry, but if you actually bought some of this stuff, you're an idiot. They also had Star Wars Outlaw, which only managed to sell like I think 1 million copies, and that's including Steam sales, I believe. Another utter failure. It's another game I played that was incredibly boring and a buggy mess at launch, where almost all the characters in the game were ugly women. The main character was ugly as hell and looked like the Matt Damon puppet from the Team America movie. We also have reports that the Prince of Persia Sands of Time remake, which was announced about 5 years ago, now has a launch window for fiscal year 2025 to 2026. That means the game will release before March 31st, 2026. Another huge problem for Ubisoft is that instead of hiring based on talent, they've been hiring people based on their race, gender, and sexual orientation, aka a ton of DEI hires and a bunch of crazy liberal Karens who have no idea how to make great games. And their last few games really shows that. They have a ton of DEI companies embedded in their own company. For instances like API, Asian Pacific Islanders, BEAU, Black Employees at Ubisoft, Gente, Latin American / Hispanics, a neurodiversity group, Salam, a Middle East and North African group. They also have Ubisoft Pride, which is an LGBTQIA2S+, whatever the fuck that means now, group embedded inside of it. And we, Women for Equality. And I got some bad news for a lot of these people in these organizations within Ubisoft. Almost all of them are going to get fired once they merge with Tencent. Yiskimo has recently signed a deal with the mega Chinese conglomerate Tencent, which involves a $1.2 billion investment and gives Tencent a 25% ownership stake in Ubisoft. This partnership essentially creates what some are calling Ubisoft 2 and includes some of their biggest IPs such as Assassin's Creed, Far Cry, and Rainbow Six. And you could bet Tencent does not put up with the DEI initiatives, which will lead to significant layoffs. Realistically, Ubisoft will most likely end up firing about 10,000 of its 20,000 employees, or possibly even more. It's surprising to realize they even employ that many individuals in the first place. We've already seen them close the offices in San Francisco and Osaka, and they've reduced operations at their Sydney studio as well. There are also rumors / potential leaks about a line of a bunch of AC games that are in the pipeline, as well as a AC1 and Black Flag remake. I would love to see a remake of 1 and Black Flag. I think that would win back a lot of fans who have left the franchise, because right now things are looking like a bloodbath for this company. But with a huge investment from Tencent, I think Ubisoft can turn the ship around and chart a better course. Are you excited for a remake of AC1 and Black Flag? Until next time guys, bye.